Hello everyone, it's Picky Choco, and in today's video, we're talking about some thoughtful and critical news. So I'll mention some of those quickly. New Layla info that may give us an idea about how best she is and why she'll be capable of replacing Benett. A news on Primogems getting reduced and 3.2 Rerun Swap, some Nahida and 3.3 big rumors. So let's get into it, but before we do, I just wanna announce the starting of a 2 new blessings giveaway. You basically hop on to the topmost link in the description, do a few steps and be done within seconds. So if you'd like to enter early, do check out the topmost link in the description after this video. Alright, now that all rigmarole is over, let's head straight into the video. Now we all know that the roster for good shielder is low, but not anymore. So welcome Layla, who will be the best shielder and quite monstrous at that. So Layla in her composition is a cryo shielder with a high individual target cryo application. She has a minor HP scaling with some attack scaling on the side. Her skill creates a shield and summons a star every 1.5 seconds. After 4 stars are generated, they will assault enemies and generate approx 2.5 energy particles. Now as for her ascensions and constellations, I won't sugarcoat them because honestly they are the ones that really make her stand out. Now why is she so much better? Well, at some base stat level, she's even better as compared to Zhongli. I mean, Zhongli has a strong Geo shield and does well in all situations apart from cryo, and this is where Layla stands out. Now Thoma's shield powers out more than Layla, but unlike hers, his shield relies on burst, and do keep in mind that shielders are not only judged by their ability to make shields, but also the comfort and utility with which shields can be created for an effective damage. And for these reasons, even Diona's shield is considered to be stronger than Thoma. So yeah, Layla is indeed powerful. Now why is she considered an ultimate replacement for Benett, or the next Benett to be appropriate? Well, here are the pros and cons for that. Well, she has an absurdly powerful shield, which is even outperforming Zhongli in the same set. Her individual cryo target application is one of the insane things that at some stages even rival that of Ganyu's and Ayaka's. She is self-sufficient, can batter your team and the main DPS, plus having great damage buffing abilities is like a cherry on top. Her only limitations is her lack of AoE and limited weapon selection, which will be quenched as we enter the further updates. So it's most possible that a new power creep is arriving soon. So these are my thoughts. Let me know what you think about these in the comments. Now moving on to a latest news about the 3.2 reruns. As we know, the uncle speculated about a Child and Yaimiko rerun based on the observations that these characters in a long time haven't got reruns, and giving them a rerun will be the best chance and justice done to these characters. But as of now, some community members have been attempting to debunk this by a Hu Tao rerun. So a recent survey was conducted where 75% voted in favor of uncles and the rest to the community members, and according to those voting for uncles, many of them have said that 3.2 or 3.3 will not be a good occasion as per the Chinese calendar to rerun Hu Tao, so 3.4 or ahead would be a better time. Now given that so many new characters and so many reruns are arriving at the same time, it makes me happy as well as worried. So here we move on to the next news about the Primogems reduction. So lately we're noticing a trend of Hoyoverse literally dumping one of the best characters subsequently in patches, and at the same time they are also releasing some of the new characters whose hype was created in the very beginning of the game. Well, you may be even wondering what's wrong with this, like everything's going on fine, right? Wrong. According to latest posts on the forums and some shocking survey details, the F2P community may be in a suffering situation. You see, the latest survey from patch 3.0 to 3.1 indicates that approximately 20% of the F2Ps have been converted either into dolphin or sort of whales, and the reason for all of this has been same, that is lack of Primogems and not any single increment made in the game, for example daily commissions. So whether knowingly or unknowingly, as a result of all of this, an inflation and a chaos is created, which is sort of making the F2Ps confused. So in short, they aren't reducing Primogems visually, but maybe creating circumstances that kind of make people go for the Welkins or the Genesis crystals. So the uncles have been specifically warning about this a few weeks ago, and they have suggested a solution to the F2Ps for this problem. Basically sorting out the characters, your most favorite ones and the least favorite ones, and giving priorities according to that, and not to panic or feel sad even if you lose 50-50, because eventually that character will get a rerun. But at the same time, getting ready with all the Primogems and learning to save them will be a major challenge that the F2Ps will have to adapt to. So what do you think after listening to this possible virtual inflation? Should Hoyoverse increase Primogem counts? Let me know in the comments. Phew, I hope there was sort of a brain twister booster for all of you. Now moving on to two big rumors that have been surfacing in the community. I haven't been able to understand them completely, but since they have been upvoted, I'll mention these to you. So the first one states that during Archon release, there's also an F2P weapon released for the players, as we saw in case of Shogun, Venti Rerun, and now it's time for Nahida to release soon. So what if they release an F2P weapon for her and that too free? Interesting. I mean, it does make sense according to the patch releases, but I still wonder how much effective would it be as compared to the present options and the signature Nahida weapon. Now moving on to the second one. Well, it's been a long time since a new area has come to Sumeru, and by new area I don't mean a continuation patch, but sort of like Enkanomiya. Now there's no hope for that to happen in 3.2 specifically because it's an Archon patch, so possibilities do look fruitful for 3.3. And what if that area has an Oasis like vibe? Interesting, but I think we'll have to stay tuned for the official announcements and some speculations, as this is just a plain talk and a rumor. So yeah, that's basically it for today's video. Thanks a lot guys for watching today's video, and I hope you enjoyed the video and found it really helpful. And if you enjoyed it, please make sure to leave a like and also subscribe to not miss on any latest Genshin news. As always, I'll see you all in the next video with some interesting new news. Until then, stay safe and stay picky.